This is the tuning for today. Ugh. Sonic Soul Song for the day. Just so beautiful to just be in flow, no perfection. It just is what it is, and just let the soul come through and express and communicate outside of perfection, because perfection is an illusion. There's no such thing. And you know, it's so beautiful to see and witness. One, I really enjoy tuning the guitar in different ways, just like feeling the chamber of resonance, not just in the instrument itself, but also how it resonates with my instrument in that very moment. And in each moment, our resonance changes. And it's so cathartic to be able to use these playful tools for us to really navigate the landscapes of our reality, internally and externally, the macro and the micro. And for those of you that have been watching, which is few, and following the journey recently, for myself personally, I have been in this great exodus for over a decade, especially since I got pregnant with my son. He turns 14 this year in the summer. But especially like from that portal of, like, let's say when he was 2 and I finally separated and got divorced from his father and left Mormonism at the same time, and lost my family unit through the shame of me leaving, and also lost my communities because of beguiling entities that didn't want to take any accountability for the behavior, projecting it onto me, and I became the villain. And I just always state that in different landscape, whether it was my family or through my former partner, and you know, marriage and friends and all the things, and you know, just being a peacekeeper, and then realizing being in dis-ease, especially over the for years, but especially over the last 2 years, where it compounded into multiple autoimmune issues on top of everything else. And this isn't a victim thing. This is we're being human, and we're being very vulnerable and straightforward to be like, yo, my loves, we're the alchemists of our reality. And in so much, learning as someone that through their lineage and through their environment, nurture and nature, became myself, as many of you, I'm sure, in this collective that we are co-creating in the space of regeneration and symbiosis, this beautiful unity consciousness of unconditional love, that you also have a similar experience of being that people pleaser, that person that's not quick to anger, that person that takes on all the weight, takes on all of the feelings that no one else can bear, because we are so sensitive, and we can bear it, even if we shouldn't, because we are taking the torch away from other people's journeys. And in that same note, we're also taking away from our own journey, because we're taking on other people's torches, and then all of a sudden we're burning alive. And so often that happens, you know, through physical ailments, mental ailments, and also through, like, not having enough for you. Whether that's having enough life force for you, or having enough to take care of you, because you've been taking care of other people, material and or also spiritually, mentally, emotionally, you name it. And it's not saying go and be totally selfish. The thing is switching the code and switching the program. It's not being selfish. Yes, don't be selfish. Be self-full. Be self-full. Be so full of self-love that everything else follows that frequency. And as I say that, I'm getting a ringing in my left ear. Everything follows the frequency of me. I am the conductor, I am the composer. And so if I'm going to use this analogy again because it hits personally. If I'm on this floor, just right over here, crashed out for over 2 months in insane pain, and this is not the first time. It's happened multiple times from this similar compounding of autoimmune situations because I was overgiving, and as much as I still could see it more and more and more through time, it was underneath it, the seed of it was obviously conditional love. And because of that conditional love, what was my ailment in that expression was needing external validation. Because I didn't have the self-full self-love validation internally. And so because I didn't have that, I lacked that, I projected the need for validation internally, externally. And that ate me away, as it's probably also eaten you away. And this song, for me personally, that just came through complete soul sonic flow intuitively. I'll show you, it's a mess. Like, I'm in the middle of packing up my house. I am being unhomed. I just had my car taken from the title loan company. All of this is because I was sick. And I got sick exponentially, compounding in that sickness because I was running a private salon for years for a billionaire family, and they ate me alive. And I let them because I had this savior complex. Like, I am a healer, but I'm not supposed to be your savior. You're your own savior. And it took me until another death experience in this lifetime, crashing out, having to be absolutely forced my feminine, which was it was always so difficult for me to be in the feminine because it's like I need to have that control. And all of us, doesn't matter what your sexual orientation or your gender is, all of us are programmed in that space in the modern day. Our soul has a different contract and a different imprint. And so it takes massive deprogramming to do that. And as we know how the universe works, there has to be entropy. There has to be chaos and entropy for regeneration of creation to be. And let us do it more gracefully, moving forward. Like, we don't have to. Yeah, you tell them, you sweet white boy. Let's do it more gracefully moving forward. And one of the ways that we can do that is to share our gifts with the collective. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not going to edit this at all. I'm just going to put it forth. I might do a little tweaking on the audio. Just because I really love a nice, wide... Look at... Oh, he loves it. He's a baby. She's a baby. Oh, it's a baby. Come here. You feeling better, my little goose? Oh, she wasn't feeling very good this morning. She was having some issues with the food that we have for her. So I'm saying all of this in beautiful vulnerability and absolute intimacy. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So, as a Taurus, myself, Uranus has been in retrograde for a very long time, and there's beauty in seeing the cycle, how it's played out, and how it is purging at the very end before the 25th when it goes direct and moves into Gemini, I believe, or is it Aries, one of the two? Can't remember, but it is really beautiful to be like, I am in a state of surrender. I surrender to this experience of One, my puppy boy. You're a star. You're a star. Yeah, you said they have to pay me more to see my face. Oh, he's so cute. Let it all slip away. The stuff that is leaving your life, just let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. Make space for that quantum realignment to harmonize you into your soul's purpose and your soul's gifts. We're not supposed to be here to sell ourselves for a paycheck, darlings. We're not. We're here to love. We're here to steward. We're here to create and be in co-creation together, to be in connection. And I feel deeply within my soul and my sinews that this great chaos, because I've seen it in my own lifetime and time again, at the edge of that chaos, you gotta fall off that cliff into the unknown. You gotta fall off that cliff into the unknown. And you can see my cool ringlets in my eyes. Distraction from the puppies and the lights. Just in general, let it all slip away. Create the space for what is to be for you and me in this universal unity reality, this unconditional, loving reality. It takes each and every one of us to come online for this to compose harmoniously. I can't hold the weight for you, neither can any of them, but you can hold it for you while receiving unconditionally loving support from your communities. Not that they're taking things away from you, yet they're being stewards and life doulas of transition for you and us to come into this reality of the new earth. It already is, and we are just being pulled to it by our higher selves, by the full embodiment of us incarnated in the flesh, truly angels embodied, heavenly beings embodied in the flesh. Allow that to integrate into you, our boo-boos. Heaven is never late. So we wait in the stillness. May we play in the stillness with the knowing that she is already here. Heaven is already here as we wait to be returned back to our lives, because they are already here. Even through the grief and the fear, they are here. The veil is an illusion, just like this reality of consumerism is an illusion of what reality is supposed to be. This is just a program that generations of time have subscribed to by being imprisoned in the flesh as soul beings, to be peasants and servants and slaves to systems of lack, that they signed soul contracts because of lack. And so we have this beautiful gift as we've lived many lifetimes in this collective through multiple star systems, multiple realities under the great divine creator themselves, in expression through it all, through us, in each fractal. I feel like singing again. She's never late. I'm never alone. Oh heaven, take me home to my last. Take me home, never alone. I am my home. Never alone. I am home. I'm in heaven with my loves. Again, not perfect, but so true. Be you. Be you. Be unapologetically, audaciously you. Please. We need you. We need you to do exactly that. And know this is a safe place for this. This is a safe place for this. This is not a place for us to trauma bond yet. It is a place for us to regenerate through collective bonding, through vulnerability, through intimacy, through, ooh, I'm gonna sneeze, ooh, through allergies too. We love us. We're so grateful to be here, having this wild experience. What's that? On that note, we are gonna get into flow. We are, getting ready for this 8-week cohort that we've been building this gorgeous course for, with our experience of being these trauma stewards, not being well enough educated to learning to be educated, to learning that you weren't, as through the ego, as in tune as we could have been, and using all this information through our own experience. Again, this divinely coming through us being on this very living room floor, crashed out, sick, in excruciating pain. Pretty much alone. I had some beautiful people showing up, but 2 months is a long time to ask people to show up, especially people that, aren't truly harmonized for your soul. And you get to see the reality of who is actually your family in benevolence and in unconditional love. And none of it is a judgment, it's an assessment of, I choose to co-create with the collective, heaven on earth. And in that, I surrender to the purge of letting hell go, and being in heaven And as I'm in heaven, gorgeously, the unity frequencies and harmonizing frequencies of the universe align me into heaven. And if it is doing that with me, through my intentions, and through also the intentions of my ancestors, to be like, absolutely not. No. This needs to get out of the way. These people need to get out of the way. This is not coherent. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what? Why is my whole life slipping between my fingers and my thighs? Come on, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I didn't understand while it was happening, while it was so fucking intense. I'm so proud of myself for going through each emotion as intensely as they could have been and as sweet as they could have been, in each of the moments as they were, authentically moving with them, not gaslighting myself, not purple lighting myself, not numbing out and dissociating, just being in each moment authentically. And as ugly as some of them were, and as beautiful as some of them were, and as in between as the other ones were, it's all just like an ecstatic expression of life. And what a gift. What a gift to be authentic and audaciously you in each moment. Because boo-boos, there's nothing more beautiful than that. Let's maybe grab a card. Pew, 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 pew. Real quick, what card do we want to pick? Let's do this one. I'll go outside for a sec. Puppy's running. Puppies! Hi! You look like you're feeling better, my love. Good. Poor girl was not feeling good this morning. It was scaring me. Okay. I guess we can start that one back in. Yesterday we pulled this in our personal reading. Don't mind my nasty nails from petting the dogs. They just run around in the store all the time. Even when we give them baths, it's still stinking dirty. Look at these Tasmanian devils. Crazy babies. Crazy babies. Divine card for the collective this morning. What message do we get to share today with the collective? Okay, ooh, this feels like love, and then this flipped out. I was just about to say, okay. Wow. The Seas of Mintaka. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. As you can see, first glance, it just looks like the ocean and the cosmos merging in this beautiful divinity. And then if you look here, you can see there's a gorgeous celestial feminine form, just in pure surrendering, blissful ecstasy under those movements of the waves. She's almost buoyant, just underneath the waves, and the momentum and the stillness beneath, and then the cosmos swirling above. Just even looking at this card, I'm just like, oh, this is how I definitely feel. So sure, this beautiful, gorgeous collective also feels this way. Let's read it. It's from the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. I really like their decks. All right. So I also feel like this is also relevant again, like from our former reading too, of like how, oh my god, these dogs are filthy. Look at these fucking fingers. So gross. It's like in minutes. 98 and 99. So closing of cycles. This is something that we're going through right now, and what a beautiful message that we're coming into. The seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconscious to light. And this is also really perfect for where all of these Aries placements are going right now. Like they're in what, 7 to 9 planets, and this hasn't happened since like the 800s, which is super awesome and crazy. Hey sis, I'm so happy to see you feel better though. You goose. You goose. She's so smart. Mintaka is thought to have been a water-based planet containing the most crystal clear waters you could ever imagine. So clear that you could see for miles and miles underwater. The seas of Mintaka card represents this crystalline clarity of potential and possibility. It's about the ability and choice to see the potential in all people and situations. This could be one of your natural traits, or it could be a sign that what you're currently doing has great potential. Mintakans are thought to have been a galactic race who saw the light in everything and everyone. Indeedle. You may have received this card as confirmation that a situation or project has extreme potential and will reach fruition. What? Okay. Affirmative. If it appears in a spread, okay, hello, Mother Goddess. Affirmative again through the wind. Yummy. If it appears in a spread, it's a very positive sign that things are working out for the highest potential of all involved. It's a very uplifting, light-filled card that brings great memory and harmony, contentment, and positive outcomes. According to Carl Jung, that which we do not bring to consciousness appears in our life as fate. I just want to add into the space the difference between fate and destiny. So yes, the unconscious coming into our life, it appears as fate, the unconscious. This is how karma alchemizes, as fate. And when we are living, instead of through fate, we're living through destiny. Living through destiny is where we no longer succumb to the vibrations or the layers of masking, dissociating, distracting from the unconscious, because we have worked on the unconscious to bring it to light, going through the darkest of nights, the darkest of souls, to come back like the wayward son, the wayward children, to go into the depths of the experience, because we have had to heal through our DNA lineages of our ancestors as soul beings, us incarnated into this lifetime. This is why we chose this. Our ancestors are all living through us as we are fully embodied, because we are the alchemization as our ancestors, and all together the alchemization of the divine expressing itself through us. each and every one of us. So to live through destiny is to have gone through those dark nights of the soul, those dark passages of the unknown to the known, seeing the shadows, reaching the shadows, loving the shadows, nurturing the shadows, hearing them, letting them express, letting them be, and then birthing them into reality, into new life through the cycle of regeneration, through creation itself. So our loves, this is confirmation of you moving from living faded lives into living your destiny. And trust that. And right before this card flipped out, I saw 2 love birdies, and they're like the little tiny ones, and they're just like swirling like a spiral around each other, just like woo, right past us into our neighbor's backyard, into all their beautiful like willow trees. So let that also be confirmation for, again, like this merging of the masculine and the feminine into unity. And also, as that happens with us as individuals, it will find us in soul contracts with partners if we want that, if we're available for that. That is coming in right now. This is the season for it. Like, it's the season for it externally. It is springtime, and it is also quantumly, like cosmologically, we already know through so much that hasn't happened for so long. And even these beautiful intergalactic objects, let's say, coming through our solar system, being confirmation in that alone also. It's really quite beautiful. When water appears in dreams and art, it often represents the unconscious mind. Pulling this card also means you may be calling to bring to light any unconscious patterns of which you're unaware, to look at them and see them clearly and consciously, so they don't appear in your life as fate. I'm going to add yet as destiny. What unconscious patterns or behaviors are ready to be brought to light? And there's a question here after that. It's a starseed soul inquiry. How can you see the potential in a situation you're facing? What unconscious patterns are you being called to bring to light? I know for myself, as you can tell from the Sonic Soul song that came through today, for me, that unconscious is coming to light. It's like, this is my 14th time moving in 12 years. I have had to discover, like, I started writing a book, gosh, like 8-9 years ago, called The Journey Back Home, and it is not finished, obviously, because we're in the process, and it's beautiful. And that unconscious patterning of being unhome to find that the journey back home is we're always home if we don't leave, if we're full of self-love and care and nurture first for ourselves. And in that bounty and in that abundance, we give that love and support without taking it on. And there's a difference in between, all love and light and prayers and actually showing up, so there's a fine balance. And I think that's another reason why it's so beautiful to be conscious and discerning and returning to you, to the angel of you, to the divinity of you, reincarnated fully in this flesh, fully embodied in this now. What a great opportunity we all have as a collective to shift the tides. By the way. and to just leave it here. Star keepers, cosmic ancestors, seed the light by staying grounded. So we wait in stillness, because heaven is never late. Here we are. We love us. Have a beautiful Thursday, April the 16th, and jump into this beautiful karmic time. The astrology right now is calling us to face our shadows and our karma, to close those cycles out. It's been the message all week. It's been the message all year. Closing after closing after closing. Everything that's leaving, everything that seems like you can't keep holding on to it. It's leaving. Light worker star seeds, serve the world by being you. Come back home to you. Be audaciously and authentically you. What beautiful cards. Beautiful messages. Whether they come through sonic soul songs intuitively, or they come through cards and seeing what falls out, shuffles through. What your puppies tell you, what the birds swirl and say, all the buggies. Oh, he loves singing. The whiniest boy that ever lived. It's Nigel. All right. Take care. Be in your beautiful, audacious flow of purging. No matter how beautiful or ugly, out of tune or harmonious it is. Only you can do what you do, and it is a beautiful gift. We're so grateful to be in connection with you, to be building this collective of conscious, destined, embodied beings, ushering in the new world as architects of unconditional love, unity, and light. And through regeneration and through symbiosis, we together in our benevolence can do anything and everything. So we're so grateful to come home to our family. You're a part of it, and take love and luck everywhere you go, because that is what you are. Ciao, ciao. We love us.